As we move into the last few beginner's guides for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, we'll start to cover characters that potentially didn't really click much for me, or characters that I've not spent a great deal of time with. Now, Falcon almost falls into both of the categories, to be honest. I've not spent a great deal of time with him, but the time I've spent with him, he's not really clicked for me at all. But in this video, I'll run over exactly why. So we'll start off anyway with an overview, and we'll check out his stats. We'll then have a more in-depth look at his abilities, and I'll talk about the rotation you would use. We'll have a look at the team bonuses he's got. We'll check out his synergy attacks. We'll talk about the build that I run on him. We'll have a look at his alternative costume, of which he has free at the moment, and then we'll finish up with a quick summary. So let's jump in, and we'll start off with the general overview. Falcon then is a hybrid character in that he's got a mix of both melee and ranged attacks, and thinking back to older beginner's guides, it could be the fact that he's a hybrid character that he's not really clicking. I never really got on that well with them, to be honest. But if we look at his abilities here, you can see he's got the melee tag on 3 of them. He's got the energy tag on the Razor Storm ability. In regards to his light and heavy attack, they've both got the melee tag on them. His hero trait is flight, nice for getting through levels quickly, but that's it hero trait wise. His stats, his strength comes out at a C, that will affect the 3 of his abilities that have the melee tag. Vitality is an F, so definitely on the squishy side. Mastery is a D, resilience is a C, durability is a C, and then his energy rating's up an A. It's one of the highest energy ratings in the game. But that's the overview. Let's have a more in-depth look at his abilities now. First ability we have here is REDWING Rush. So this one, he flies up in the air and slams down. He does moderate damage with it, but it's a quite long animation while he actually flies up, so overall damage wise it doesn't put out that much. Now this particular one, in the testing I've done, it turns out that it's best to really use it if you are surrounded by enemies. There's so many heroes that have a skill like this. If you're surrounded by low level trash, then you'll use this one to just quickly take them out. We then have Falcon's Flight. This one I've found is the best damage dealer if you've stunned an elite or a boss, then you want to use this. Now the way this actually works, where it's assigned to the X button, so if you press this and then you continue to tap X, you actually do your air attack where you fire the submachine guns. Unfortunately the damage and actual aiming on that isn't too great, so when you're using this skill I wouldn't actually spam it. Just press it once animation's over and he's back down again, then press it again, and this is your best way to take health off enemies. But personally I would probably switch to another hero to do that, but the option is there for him. This next ability here is a rapid fire attack, so this one is called Razor Storm. Now with certain characters in their rapid fire attack, they can be really strong, the likes of Gambit, and you can use that on its own without synergies and do a real nice amount of damage. With Falcon, if you are going to use this, I would say try and pair him up with a character that can convert rapid fire into ricochet, and you'll do far more damage. It will become a lot more effective, and you can, for example, pair him up with the likes of Captain America and he can use it, and for me that's a really nice pairing to be able to do that. The final ability we have here is Twisting Talons. This is your standard dash attack, but this one he does fly into the air and looks like he's about to charge before he actually goes flying forward, so it does look nice in that regard. So this one, you'll use this generally as your opener to break the stagger gauge on a boss or an elite. You can also use the Falcon's Flight ability as an opener actually as well, because you do fly forward when you use it, and then from there it's up to you if you want to use your light or heavy attacks, or if you want to potentially start spamming your REDWING Rush. So that's the abilities and how I would use them. Let's now have a look at the team bonuses that are available. Falcon then is part of 5 different teams. The teams in question, it's the Crew, Ultimate Alliance 3, Avengers, Generations, and also Partners. Now I'm pretty happy to say that the character that's got the most synergies with, and they appear in 3 different teams, is Captain America. So we talked earlier on how Captain America can convert their rapid fire into a ricochet, which is pretty great. It's a nice attack to have, but it's just great to pair up Cap and Falcon together, and you get the nice team bonus when you do that as well. So that is really pretty awesome there. But let's now have a look at the synergies. So we have already touched on this to an extent, talking about Captain America and rapid fire converting into Ricochet, but the specific synergy traits he has, it's charge, launch, slam and rapid fire, but once again you really want to focus on the Ricochet ones. Top 5 synergies for characters, you've got Crystal, Star-Lord and Wolverine. Crystal and Star-Lord always appear up there, they just really synergise so well with characters. They've got as many as 70. You've then got Crystal, Luke Cage and Star-Lord at 68, Crystal Hulk, Star-Lord 68, Hawkeye, Hulk, Star-Lord at 66, and then Star-Lord 4 and Wolverine's. No Captain America there unfortunately, otherwise that would make him great for the individual cell synergy and also the team bonus as well. But that's synergies, let's check out the build that I'm running on him. Damage wise, due to the mixture of tags he has on his abilities, I actually just go for a pure damage build. There's no kind of crowd control or tanking or anything like that you can build into him at all. So it's simply increase damage by 16.5 because that will apply to all of his attacks, and increase crit chance by 8%. So really simple setup there. Now let's check out his alternative costumes. The first alternative costume we look at here is a red and white recolouring of his base costume. I actually really quite like this one. In order to unlock this, it's accessible via the Lambda Infinity Rift. We then have the ultimate costume. This one actually looks really good. I would say if I was to play Falcon, which I don't think I would to be honest, this is a costume that I would put on him. I really do like this one, and you get this via the Shield Depot. That'll be 400 of the shield points. The final costume is a recolouring of the ultimate costume. It's quite hard to see the difference with this one, but overall the base costume is really nice, so I'm not going to complain at all about it. So let's now just finish up with a quick summary. Beginner's guide by far has been the shortest beginner's guide that I've actually done. I think the longest has been round about 15 minutes, and this is going to come in at round about 8 minutes I would imagine, which is a lot shorter than the average, and the reason for that is Falcon is just a really quite simple character. He's a character that's very easy to overlook in a roster of really exciting characters that can have really fun play styles, and I think they really did miss a trick with him. The fact that he can fly about and that forms such a large part of his kit, they just didn't really take advantage of that at all. So I could be missing something though. As I did mention earlier on in the video, hybrid characters don't always really click for me. So let me know in the comments below what you think of Falcon. Let me know if you think I've missed something or if you agree that he is a little bit underwhelming. And thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.